The Excelsior Youth Center in Northwest Spokane wants to expand its ability to help troubled kids. But neighbors aren't sure they can control the kids they already have. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Nadine Woodward. It is a story you'll see only on KXLY4. The request for more bed space at the Indian Trail Road campus comes at a time when teens are running away from that facility and committing crimes in neighborhoods, including the Shadle Public Library. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey working for you tonight with a look inside Excelsior, an exclusive one, and why the young people there could really use our help. Jeff?
Nadine, you can't blame neighbors for worrying about Excelsior runaways breaking into their cars and businesses because it's happened. But because Excelsior is a rehab center, not juvie hall, state law prohibits the staff there from using any kind of lock to keep these kids from leaving campus. About 28% of the kids that call Excelsior's Northside campus home are wards of the state, children who have been taken away from their parents.
The majority of participants in the child welfare program have experienced physical and sexual abuse. In fact, that's a precursor to even being referred.
Those child welfare kids have been betrayed by the very people who are supposed to protect them, so the youngsters' best defense mechanism is to push away adults, including Excelsior staff, and so some of them run away from the facility as well as their problems.
I was on the phone to 911 and it moved within a minute or two to actual knifing.
On February 14th, an Excelsior runaway stabbed another young man here at the Shadle Library. The next day, another urgent call for help.
We were actually here for a meeting. We were notified by library officials that there was a kid out front who they thought had a gun.
That kid, who was actually carrying a BB gun, was also an Excelsior runaway. Then 2 days later,
there were multiple juveniles here at the library that were sick from having had ingested some substance.
The back-to-back problems have put Excelsior on the Spokane Police Department's naughty list, but runaways represent only about 10% of the young people benefiting from Excelsior's programs.
It's difficult to appreciate how challenged these kids have been in their lifetime.
Former Spokane Mayor Dennis Hessian has been a non-paid member of Excelsior's board of directors for more than 30 years. He says Excelsior's successes far outweigh their failures.
It's a place where you get fed well and you are clean and you have a nice place to live. Even though it's a challenging environment, it is so safe and uplifting that these kids can have an opportunity to have some success and to thrive.
No.
No, you're out. You're not. You don't belong in here right now.
Belong where? Where do I belong then?
You belong outside until you calm down.
100% of Excelsior's kids are suffering from mental health problems, and Sean Moore was one of them.
We just knew something was different, and we knew that he needed some help.
Sean suffers from Asperger's syndrome, and until Sean was properly diagnosed, he went to jail and ultimately spent 17 days at Sacred Heart Psych Ward.
It was the hardest time of our lives. We felt like we were losing our son.
At any given moment, half of the kids in our emergency rooms are there because they're having a mental health crisis. When they're released, often the safest place they can go for continued care is Excelsior.
And give them the tools they need to divert from any further hospitalization first. But then also, like I said, build around those core competencies that are required for independent, community-based living.
One of Excelsior's 5 specialty programs is called LifePoint, and Sean was LifePoint's very first graduate.
Give them fun stuff to do, activities and all that other stuff, and then it was basically they were friends with their clients, which was amazing.
Excelsior offers the same educational activities you'd find in most high schools.
Yes, newspaper 1 week, cooking the other.
At least 25 staff members have worked here for more than 25 years.
It's the transformations that they've seen in the youth themselves, and that just keeps them, it gets them up in the morning and gets them really excited about the work they're doing.
But the staff here could use some more help. Volunteers to mentor these kids, teach them cooking or photography. Excelsior is especially interested in Spokane's sizable retired military community.
Because it's more than just Excelsior's responsibility, it's a community responsibility.
And without help, these kids are the same ones who jump off our bridges or fall prey to adults who exploit their vulnerability. But for some families, Excelsior has worked miracles.
Now I look at this young man sitting next to me. They saved his life. They gave us a sabbatical. We needed to heal. And I got my son back, and I have nothing but good things to say about Excelsior and what they did for us.
Excelsior is now asking the state legislature to amend that law that bars the facility from holding kids who want to run away. We're expecting some pretty emotional testimony from both critics and supporters of Excelsior when the youth center asked for a new special use permit tomorrow morning at Spokane City Hall. We'll show you what happens. Nadine?
All right, looking forward to that. Thanks a lot, Jeff.